You're watching Breakfast Television on City TV. Are you feeling overwhelmed when it comes to finances? Are you freaking out because it's tax time? You know what? A lot of people are, including myself. Financial educator Kelley Keehn here, as always, with good advice. And today, Kelley, the focus is back to the basics, right? Getting down to the nitty-gritty, simple things we can do, right? Okay, and back to the basics. To do a little refresher like this, to kind of check in with your finances, it's key, right?
Absolutely, Ted. It's so important because the biggest thing that people are not doing is the lack of awareness, right? They don't know what they have. They're intimidated. They're stressed. And then what happens is apathy kicks in. And then you do nothing.
And it feels like, and you don't know where to start.
You don't know what to start.
Exactly.
And you don't want to feel dumb. Who wants to feel dumb?
Of course.
But how would you know the answers to all of the questions this time of year with RSPs? And do you go into a TFSA or all those types of things? So,
Okay, 5 points that Kelley wants to hammer home this morning. The first one is, we're titling it Keeping Up with the Joneses.
FOMO, as your younger viewers know it, this is such a dangerous trap that everyone is in. Because of social media, we see these picture-perfect moments of the vacation, of the new car, of all of these things, and we want to keep up with that. And Ted, if you think about it, for all of you know, as long as the world has been in existence, with the exception of the last few decades, if you were poor, you looked poor. If you were rich, everyone knew you were rich. Today, who knows? So I have so many people comparing themselves, saying that they're not doing as well as everyone else. But you don't know. Unless you've seen their net worth statement, you have no clue. And actually, a University of Alberta professor wanted to quantify it and did a research study that for every $1,000, if your neighbor won the lottery, your chances of going bankrupt actually increase by 2.4%.
That's keeping up with the Joneses.
Because you're seeing them spending money, so then you want to spend money. So don't compare. That's the number one thing.
Okay, so do not keep up with the Joneses. Number two that you want to talk about is not negotiating your salary. How does this fit in?
Talk about money being left on the table. People say they don't have enough money. Where are they going to fund all of these things? A book that I love called Women Don't Ask. It's applicable for men as well. The authors did a study that revealed that by the time you're age 60, men and women, if you did not negotiate your starting salary, that one thing, you've lost over $500,000. Just that one thing. Right? Now, women tend to not negotiate as much as men for a number of reasons. And by her not negotiating her starting salary and subsequent salaries, she stands to lose over $1 million during her working lifetime. Career. Right?
Wow.
This is a big skill. So if you're not great at negotiating, that's okay, but you need to get some help. You need to start trying in everyday life.
Good advice. Okay, number three you wanted to talk about is using your home equity like an ATM.
Exactly. The Financial Consumer Agency of Canada actually warned us about this last year. They are concerned about how many consumers are taking their equity out. Now, this is where it underscores the importance, Ted, of having a financial plan, seeing someone like a certified financial planner, because if you're pulling that equity out, and actually that was part of your retirement to maybe sell the house and downscale or something of that sort, you're going to come to retirement with a lot of debt. And a lot of people don't understand these HELOCs and things of that sort as well. It's RSP season 2, so a lot of people are thinking, should I go in? Those dollars need to be earmarked for retirement. And so many people are reaching out to me saying they had an emergency. They didn't have adequate emergency savings funds. They're taking it out of their RSP during their working years and taxed heavily for doing it. Plus, you lose the room. So get some professional advice before you, go out and do these things.
And that leads to point number four. Point number four, not having emergency savings.
Exactly, absolutely. A lot of studies have been out recently that half of Canadians are $200 away from not being able to pay their bills. And I know a lot of people in Calgary are still feeling that. They don't know where to turn. They don't know what to do. So if you're feeling that, you've got to get those emergency savings up. If you don't know how to do it, and there's some red flags like bill collectors, things of that sort, reach out to someone like a non-profit credit counselor. Again, even a certified financial planner can help you, but don't suffer alone. But you've got to get that buffer so you can sleep at night, right? Okay,
and last but not least, just quickly, point number 5, buying a new car too often.
Oh my gosh, people are like, is that a good investment? No, it's not an investment. It depreciates the second that you drive off the lot. And the biggest thing people are doing is, you get the call from the dealership and they want to get you into a newer car sooner, but we're extending out loans 8 years, 9 years, 10 years. Not saying don't get a new car. Calgary is a great city for public transportation, but we like our cars. But do you really need it as soon as you're getting into that new vehicle?
Yeah.
It is not an investment.
Great advice. Kelley Keehn, we love picking your brain about things like this. Thank you so much. 5 things we all can do to improve our finances and not sabotage our situation, right?